The Raging Cinderbee is a mount obtained by completing the PvP meta achievement in the War Within, Ruffius's Bid. While that might sound intimidating if you're not into PvP, don't worry. This guide is specifically for non-PvPers. You don't need to win fights, kill anyone, or even be good at PvP. All you need is just a little patience and the will to keep going even if you get killed a few times. It's faster and easier than it looks, and as I said, you can absolutely get this mount without landing a single killing blow. This achievement requires 3 main things. Number 1, completing every PvP world quest in Khazalgar 5 times. This will also reward you with the pet ruby-eyed stag shell. Number 2, earning 1000 honor in each one of the 4 main zones. And number 3, completing the PvP weekly quest, Sparks of War, 20 times, which also rewards you with the toy Forged Flag of Victory. Completing the meta achievement will reward you with the mount, of course, and the title Slayer of the Deeps. So, by the end of all this, you will have collected 4 rewards in total. First thing, don't forget to turn your war mode on. As long as it's off, you won't be able to make any progress on the achievements. Starting off with the world quests, in Khazalgar there are 8 PvP world quests in total, 2 in each zone. Unlike the regular world quests, these ones have a daily rotation. Each lasts for 24 hours and every day you will find 2 new PvP world quests. They don't follow a specific spawn order, they just rotate randomly. But from what I've noticed, none of them is considered a rare spawn, so you'll probably be able to complete them all within just 1 week. To complete them, you can either kill players or, of course, NPCs. If you're not into PvP at all, just keep flying around until you find NPCs, kill them, then look for more. Of course, you might get attacked by PvPers, killed, and potentially lose motivation, but keep remembering the bee. Now the first achievement requires you to complete every world quest once, and the second one requires you to complete them 5 times. So yeah, you basically need to complete them 5 times. If you only have 1 character, you will need to wait for every world quest to appear 5 times, which will take quite a bit of time. But if you have at least 5 characters, whenever one of these world quests is up, simply complete it on all 5 characters and you will essentially be done with it in one go. And even though these are maximum level world quests, you can still complete them on your leveling characters, if you can. One small note, there are a couple of world quests that clearly state you should subdue creatures. What this means is that you need to bring them to low enough HP to get progress. If you burst and kill them too quickly, you won't get any. Next up, we have the 4 Tour of Duty achievements, which require you to earn 1000 honor in each Khazalgar zone. Honor is, of course, earned by killing other players, but again, there's no need for actual PvP. As long as war mode is on, every 15 minutes, a plane spawns somewhere in the sky, moves across the zone, and drops a war supply crate along its path. Whichever faction opens the crate first is the only one that can loot it. Looting the crate gives you a bunch of goodies, including 150 honor. So if you loot 7 war supply crates in Hallowfall, for example, you will complete the achievement Tour of Duty Hallowfall without having to kill a single player. A few things worth noting. You will always be notified when a plane arrives. Whenever it drops the crate, you will see a red and blue flag icon on your map. If the icon disappears, it means the opposite faction claimed it and there's no need to go there. If the icon turns into a chest, it means your faction got it and you can go ahead and loot it, but be quick because the chest disappears after a minute or so. Another tip, if you check the PvP premade groups, you might find parties farming these crates. Joining one can pretty much guarantee you will get the loot. Finally, the PvP weekly quest, Sparks of War. This one can be picked up in Dornegal at this spot. Every week, the quest is tied to a specific Khazalgar zone. For example, Sparks of War Isle of Dorn can only be completed in the Isle of Dorn. The quest requires you to collect 100 Sparks of War, which can be obtained from various sources, including killing players, killing rares, looting treasures, looting disturbed earths, completing world quests, and a really good bonus, looting war supply crates. This means you can work on more than one achievement at the same time. I found that the best method is to just keep looking for disturbed earths, since for the most part, they are the most abundant and can be found basically anywhere. If you only have one character, this will unfortunately take you 20 weeks to finish. But if you have 20 characters, you can finish it in just 1 week. The good news is that this can be completed at level 70 and above, so if you have a bunch of alts that you leveled in Dragonflight but haven't leveled in the War Within yet, you can still use them for all of these achievements. One small note, completing any world quest with war mode on rewards you with bloody tokens, and the Sparks of War quest gives you 1000 of them. These tokens can be redeemed at Gilderan at this spot for PvP veteran gear, so if you're doing this on a lower level alt, you'll be able to buy a few pieces of gear as soon as you hit 80, so it's a win-win situation. The Raging Cinderbee might seem like a PvP grind at first glance, but as you've seen, it's 100% doable even if you never touch actual PvP. With some patience and maybe a few helpful alts, you'll be buzzing around on your new Fiery Bee mount in no time. Just keep war mode on, focus on the objectives, and remind yourself what you're working toward, because trust me, the bee is worth it. Be sure to follow me on twitch.tv/KiwiWow, where I farm mounts and explore whatever the game has to offer. Good luck out there, happy farming, and may your loot always be bountiful.